Let's create mixed media birds. If you don't know me, my name is Lili. I am a fine art graduate, which means I'm an artist and I'm an art teacher here in Cape Town. So I thought I'm going to show you how to make a mixed media artwork. I'm going to make some birds, but you can make anything. It's up to you. By just using some different techniques using paper. If you have other things to add, again, mixed media, it means a variety of supplies, okay? So it means paper, it means foam sheets, it means buttons, fabric. Like I've said, the pictures you've seen on the internet or in books, it's anything mixed media, but I'm showing you just with paper. Who's ready? Okay. So before we make our picture, I'm going to show you a technique how to make your own cool paper. This is super fun because you can use any coloring supplies you have at home. So I'm going to take some pastels. So this page is going to be my page. I'm making cool paper. So I'm going to take some pastels. If you've got crayons, markers, Sharpies, pencils, anything, grab those. So I'm going to make some textures. You can copy me. You can make your own textures. I'm just going to go zigzag and not break my pastel. Zigzag. Then I'm swapping a color. I'm going to make some circles. So the idea is just to fill up your page with some mark making. Okay, I'm making marks using a coloring in supply. I'm using pastels. I'm going to make some twirlies. So any sort of texture you want to make to fill up your page. I'm using an A4 page because this is going to be something for the bird. So fill up your page with a coloring supply, pastels, crayons. Now you're going to paint over it. If you have acrylics, if you have watercolors, any sort of paint that you've got, if you don't have paint and you want to color in, do that. Again, it's up to what you have at home. So I'm going to paint with my watercolors. So I'm dabbling with my brush and mixing it, and I'm just going to be really experimental and paint crazy because I want lots of different colors. So now I'm going to swap to green. So look, I'm really just painting different colors using a big brush so I can fill up the entire surface. And this is our first mixed media supply that we're making ourselves using paper. So any sort of paper that you've got and you want to just make it more colorful, make it more fun, make some textures, grab some paint. You can even use sponges and paint with sponges. You can use your fingers and finger paint the paper. Any way you want to make the paper colorful and exciting, okay? Because we're preparing some paper for our mixed media artwork. So look, I'm really just painting crazy like that. Now it's going to dry and we're going to plan our mixed media birds. So this page is going to actually be this one, but because mine is still wet and because it's a little difficult for you to see what I'm doing, I'm going to draw on this one. But before I jump the gun, we are learning about shapes as well. So look, here's my ready-made paper like this that I've cut shapes out. Okay, so here's ready-made paper. Ideas for mixed media. I'm using some newspaper, can you guys see? Newspaper prints. I'm using some color paper. Okay. If you've got any sort of paper, cardboard paper, wrapping paper, I'm sure all of you have some sort of paper, even fabric at home that you can use for your mixed media birds. So I'm going to show you how to draw the shapes of the birds. So decide, are you going to use your ready-made beautiful paper that you've made? Are you going to use some newsprint? Are you going to use some color paper? You can use a variety like me, but I'm going to show you the shapes we're going to use for our birds. Maybe you prepare your paper, have a little break, go put it in the sun to dry. If there's not a sunny day, maybe go put it under a fan or a hairdryer. Have a cup of tea or some cool drink or some cookies, and when you're back, it's dry and you can create your shape. So let's get there. Okay. And I'm going to show you two simple shapes. Yes, only two simple shapes we're going to use to make our birds. So let me grab a marker. You're going to draw the shapes on your paper. Again, I am repeating myself. You're going to use either your homemade colorful paper. You can use color paper. You can use newsprint, cardboard, foam sheets, fabric, mixed media, remember. So I'm going to draw the shape now. So we're making half a moon shape for the body of our bird. So watch me. I'm going to do two of them. So here, I'm making a dot on the one side of my page. Everyone can see? On the other side, cross from each other. I'm going to draw a straight line. Okay, it doesn't have to be perfectly straight. Again, this is your artwork and it's your hands that are making it. So if it's a bit wobbly, that makes it unique. Okay, straight line. Now you're going to go curved and make half a moon. Or you can even say it's like a watermelon shape and connect it at the top. That's your first shape. Okay, that's the body of the bird. Now for the bird's beak and the bird's feathers, we are going to make triangles. So the beak is a little bit smaller and the feathers might be a bit bigger. But again, it's up to you to decide what size all the things are going to be. So to make a triangle, we know it needs 3 points. So I'm making 3 dots away from each other. Okay. Again, if your little one is a bit smaller and they can't make triangles yet, you can make the dots as an adult and they can follow the dots. So connect them, connect them, connect them. Okay, so one's going to be the beak, and then I'm going to make a bigger one, so the dots are going to be a bit further away for the feathers. So connect them, connect them, connect them. So there's 2 shapes that you've just learned, maybe for the first time, which you're going to use to create your birds. You're thinking, how's this happening, Lily? You're going to see just now. Okay, we're going to stick things and cut things. So these shapes you're going to cut out. Again, remember, you drew this on any sort of paper that you've got. If you wanted to keep it on the white also, it's your choice. Okay, I prefer lots of colors and textures. So the crazier, I think the more fun. So now I'm going to get the page, which is going to be my actual picture. And I've got my big page. This is going to be my artwork. Okay, so I'm just sticking mine over this because I've prepared some of my things already. So don't be scared. Okay, so I'm going to stick my page over this. So we're going to start making our artwork. So you need a big canvas. It can be a paper, it can be cardboard, it can be anything you have. If you have a nice big piece, it means you're going to have a nice big artwork. Okay. Now remember, you've drawn your two shapes. Your half moon, you've cut it out. Okay. And you've got your two triangles. So I've got one triangle, can you see? And I've got a bigger triangle out of newspaper or newsprint. We're going to start sticking our birds. So again, it's up to you where you want to put them. Maybe you want to make one bird, maybe you want to make 10 birds. Just make sure they all fit on your page. So I've made two birds. So I'm going to stick one here and I'm going to stick one on this side. Okay, so to stick the body, you can use any sort of glue. If you've got this sort of glue stick, use glue stick. If you've got some school glue, white glue, whatever you call the more liquidy glue, you can use that. Any other glue, I've actually gone, and for my own sake, because I'm standing upright, I've put some double-sided tape on. So if you're a teacher, you can also do that for the little ones, to put some double-sided tape on. Okay. So here's my first bird's body. I'm going to stick it over here. Okay. Make sure it's stuck. Now I'm going to add the beak. And did you guys notice I'm using a white page? I didn't even say that. You can use any color page. I'm using white because my birds are super colorful and textured. But if you want to use a color paper, a black paper, a brown cardboard paper, if you want to decorate your paper beforehand too and paint it, it's up to you. My white background with all my colors are really, really nice because it's going to contrast. You're going to see just now what that means. So I'm going to put the beak over here. Okay, in the front. There we go. Sticking. Now I'm going to add the other triangle for the little wing at the back. Okay, there we go. And to make it look a little bit more cute and like a birdie, I've cut out some eyes. So I've used some black paper and white paper. So you're seeing my mixed media using all kinds of different paper. So let me stick the eyes on. And there's my birdie. I'm going to do my other birdie. Let me see where it is. It's flown away. Here's the body. Okay. And I'm going to stick this one over here. It's going to look this side. Okay. Half a moon again that I've cut out. Now I'm going to get my little beak, which is the triangle. And I'm sticking it right in the front there. Okay. And now it needs its wings. I really love the effect of newspaper with all the colors. I've actually made two. So let's see if we put two over each other. Can even, if it can, sort of hide behind the other one. Just going to take some glue to make sure it's stuck. There we go. There's the wings. My other birdie. And I've got another eye. So again, it's up to you to use your creative juices and skills to create these birds. But I think it's super fun to create them together. Okay, there we go. So you've got your birdies. Look at them. I love them. Now, some extra details. What about some leaves? I'm using some color paper and some pre-painted paper I'm going to show you. So you, again, draw the shapes of the leaves, cut them out, and you've got your shapes. So you can do different shaped leaves, okay? I'm just going to start sticking some leaves all over my page to create a pretty background. You can stick them behind each other, over the birdies. Okay, so this is all my pre-made paper. You can see the nice effect of it. I'm just making some leaves sticking out. Where am I going to put it? This is fun because you can decide where you want to put it all across your page. Got some more. So if you're still not cutting, someone can help you cut and then you can stick it. Say teamwork is great. Let's stick all these beautiful leaves over each other, sticking out, and we need one more sticking out over here. Okay, so we've done mixed media because we've used different sort of paper. Okay, now you can add some details, and I'm going to use a marker. You can use anything. I might use some pastel also. So I'm going to use my marker to make some details for the birds, like the eyes inside. You can add some little legs coming out. There we go. You can even draw some leaves in the background if you want. You can even add some details for the leaves on top of them, just to give it some extra detail. I'm going to do a bit of this. I like, again, the black on the colors. You see, contrast. That's why my page is white, because all the colors are popping out. You can color in the background. You can stick more things on. Again, I've only used some paper to keep it simple. But if you want to add things like yarn or wool or buttons or fabric, it's up to you to make it fun with what you've got at home. Just remember to have glue that make all of it stick nice. Okay, there's my leaves. I'm going to draw a leaf over there. Then if you want to, you can add some more colors with some pastels. I'm going to just add some more leaf shapes because I like my white background, but it's just to add some more things. Maybe you want to add some other little animals with your birds. I'd love to see what each of you have made learning about mixed media and how simple it can be with using just different kinds of paper that you've got at home. Look at that. So thanks everyone. It's been super fun. I'm excited to see what you did with your mixed media, and if you've made birds or even anything else, send us pictures. Thanks everyone. Goodbye.